Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel. If you are returning and if this is your first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Once again, this is andthatisTrice and I am of course Trice. Right now we're currently in the holiday season, but to be honest, you can wear a red lip at any time of the year. It's so classic, so it's a very versatile look. Of course, nice pretty glowy skin. Child, it's a look. Blonde hair, red lip, popping lashes, black. It's a look. But yes, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to the tribe, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you've been through. But go ahead and hit the button down below. Without further ado, if you would like to see how to get this pretty, neutral, classic, red ombre, popping lip look, just keep on watching. Alright you guys, so I'm actually going to do my eyebrows in this video. I know, shocker. So I just put some banana powder over them to take off the excess oil, and then I'm going in with my Essence brow gel, and I am defining the hairs that are already there. So this is how I've been doing my brows lately, and I love it. It makes them look fluffy and just kind of hair-like and natural. Well, as natural as they can be. And so now I am going and outlining my brow with the Anastasia dipbrow pomade in chocolate, just to kind of give it some definition. And then I'm going to go in with the spoolie, kind of back and forth, brushing those hairs and making sure that all of the eyebrow is in place, so it's not moving around, it's going the same direction, all that good stuff. Now I'm taking my Makeup Revolution concealer in C13, and I am just going underneath my eyebrows. I don't do the super bright underbrow anymore. I just don't like it. I like this way better. So getting a concealer close to your skin tone can help out with that halo effect that you may have if you're doing the top and the bottom with super bright concealer and you just don't think maybe it doesn't look nice. And if you like it, cool. But that's just what I've been doing. And then I'm going on my lid with that same concealer and blending it out just to prep the eyelids for the eyeshadow we're going to be throwing on later. And then I set that with my black opal powder in 400 medium. Now I'm going into the Morphe 35M palette, and I'm just taking those two brown shades and buffing them into the crease, a little bit on the lid. So with this look, it's going to be super neutral eye, really bold lip. And I'm literally just trying to throw something in the crease to give it some definition. Because my eyes are so big, if I don't kind of give it some depth, then it won't look right. So then I'm going into that darker brown shade, and I'm going a little bit deeper in my actual crease to create that shadow. So you can kind of see the difference when I start layering the browns. But I'm not making this perfect at all. I'm just taking the fluffy brush and blending everything out, making sure it flows together. But it's not a big deal. We're not doing a cut crease, so you can just stop at the first brown and call it a day. But this is what I did. So now I'm taking my e.l.f. liner in jet black, and this is what I'm using to create the wing. So I went a little heavy today. Normally my wing isn't this thick, and often I don't do a wing like I used to. But I was feeling it today for this look. And so, yeah, I love this liner because the tip is super small. So if you want to go thin, you can. If you want to be big, bad, and bold and go thicker, you definitely can do that as well. So that's just what I'm doing here. Taking my time and creating a line. That's the name of the game. It's all in the flick of the wrist. I don't know. You kind of just have to watch it and practice. And I'm not even perfect. I'm going to take a makeup wipe and clean up these edges, sis. Now I'm going in with some Miss lashes that I always wear from the Beauty Supply in the style 218, M218 I believe. I'll have it down below. And now we're moving on to face. So I'm taking my Wet n Wild Photofocus primer in matte because I do have oily / combo skin. Then I'm taking my Covergirl Matte Made Foundation in the shade D15. And I am buffing this in sections on my face because it'll dry on you, okay? And what I did notice is that this is a medium coverage, medium to full coverage foundation. So if you want super duper coverage, you're going to have to do like another layer. I didn't because I just really wasn't feeling it that bad. But, I mean, look, if you're trying to be beat, you're going to have to add another layer because this is not like heavy on sight, if you know what I'm saying. So now I'm taking my, what is this? It's a concealer by Maybelline, the Better Skin. That's what it is. And I am concealing or highlighting in all the places I normally do. So under my eyes, forehead, chin. And then I'm going to go on top with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in Pure Beige just for a little bit extra light. I did want a brighter under eye today just for this look. And so that's kind of why I did that. But now I'm just buffing it out. And this Sonia Kashuk brush, what girl, this is a sponge. This Sonia Kashuk sponge is the business, okay? I saw Naturally Sunny using it, and I was like, ooh, that looks soft. And so I went and got one when I went to Target, and listen, life-changing, okay? So now I'm taking my Makeup Revolution concealer in C15 and contouring my face. Then I'm just buffing out with that sponge. Super easy to clean, super soft. I actually really love it. Now I'm going over my face with my black opal powder in 400 medium all over my nose and just kind of near the highlighted areas on my face just to kind of blend everything together. So it's not too bright, but it's not too dark. And then I'm taking my Makeup Revolution banana powder and setting those highlighted areas. And I always pat the powder in. I don't let it kind of sit on my face because I don't like the way it looks when I do that. And I'm going down the bridge of my nose to give that a highlight, but I will let that sit. So now going into Chai and Brownie Bite from the Itsmyrayeraye palette. I'm contouring my face, only this time with powder, to go over my cream contour to set it. And forehead, cheeks, jawline, all that good stuff, normal places I contour. My routine really hasn't changed, but I still wanted to show you guys just for the heck of it. And then I'm just going on the sides of my nose with those two powders and that small e.l.f. brush. And now I'm going under my contour with a mix of those two powders that I used just to kind of define it, carve it out, create cheekbones that the Lord didn't bless us with. And now I'm going back into those two colors in my Morphe palette and just creating some shadow underneath the eye to tie the whole look together so it's not just blank under there. And now I'm going to take my Maybelline mascara. This is a part of the Great Lash line, but it's a different one than what I've been using. I love this line of mascara, and they have so many different options of brushes and all of that. So I'm just blending in my lashes with the false lashes, and then I'm going on my bottom lashes to define those as well. This brush was actually perfect, so it kind of worked out. Now we're just buffing out all of that excess powder that was sitting on our face because we don't want to look chalky, cakey, ashy. That's not going to pop. So we blending that out. Now I'm going into this shade in the Morphe palette and I'm using it as a blush. I do this all the time using eyeshadows as blush. You can really make a lot of things versatile. You don't have to kind of stick to the rules, if that makes sense. So yeah, I didn't want too much blush, but just a little color. Now I'm going with my e.l.f. liner and just creating these eye dots. I saw Aaliyah's face do this with like white liner, but I like it more with black, and so I just thought I'd experiment, put it in different places. And it turned out cute. So now I'm taking this Wet n Wild Golden Flower Crown highlighter, and I am placing that in the areas I normally highlight. So cheekbones, Cupid's bow. I'm going to put it on the bridge of my nose. And if it ain't blinding, what you doing? We love a glowing queen. Then I'm just patting that in. That's how you make your highlight not look like it's sitting on top of your contour or just sitting on your skin. mesh it in with that sponge, okay? Now I'm taking this e.l.f. Matte Magic setting spray, and then I sprayed my face, and I always do the little fan, and then I go back over with the sponge to kind of set and lock everything in so it melts like butter on the face. So now I'm taking this liner. It's like a burgundy liner from Ruby Kisses. I got this at the beauty supply. I will not be paying top dollar for liners. That's not the way I roll. And then I'm going on top of that with a similar liner, same line, but it's black. And I'm combining those two colors together to create the outline before I go in with my Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit lipstick in Missy Fierce, or Missy and Fierce. It's this hot red. And I'm placing that in the middle, and then I'm going to zhuzh everything together. So by zhuzh, I mean move my lips like that. And then I'm going to take my fingers. Fingers are really good for blending in ombre lips because, one, they can get in those small places, and the heat from your body kind of helps mold everything together so it's still movable. Because with mattes, of course, we know they dry very quickly, and you want to work fast. So now I'm just taking this black eyeshadow and placing that in the corners where I felt like it didn't maybe have enough definition. I forgot who I saw do this, but I was like, oh, that's a good idea, to kind of set it in place and further mattify it. Now, if you want to throw a gloss on, it's going to be a different story. And now I'm going back in the middle with that red, just because I feel like it kind of disappeared when I put on that black. And so it's really just a process of placing down, blending out with your finger, placing down, blending out until you figure out you like it, right? So then I'm going in with my angled brush and a mix of concealer and my powder to try to clean up the edges. My lips are big, so sometimes it works out, sometimes it don't, okay? But listen, we do the best we can. And now I'm just defining that area near my Cupid's bow because that's the popping area, and it can't not be popping, right? So adding more red, blending it out. You really just going to have to experiment.